What
It
happened
seems
to
like just
Vevo?
yesterday, every single musician had Vevo in their YouTube channel name,
Right?
Vevo in the bottom left of their videos, and there were even YouTubers putting Vevo on their diss tracks because it made them look more official. But this has left people with a few questions like, what even
happened
is
to it?
Vevo? Why
Yeah,
was
what
their
is
name
it?
on every single YouTube
Exactly.
video? And whatever happened to it? Well, it turns out that Vevo was a big scheme cooked up by the music industry that eventually failed. So to understand that, we gotta go back
What was
to
the
Vevo's
scheme?
inception. Vevo
Was it
was
like-
created back in 2008 when the music industry was recovering from quite a few problems. See, back in the day,
What?
music videos used to be aired on TV, on platforms like MTV, NBC, and more. This way, the producers and artists could get money directly from
Okay.
the networks
Makes
and their
sense.
advertisers. But then the
But then
internet
YouTube
came
came,
in and
yeah.
disrupted everything.
Twitter,
CDs and records were
Insta.
being replaced by illegal file-sharing services like
Oh, yeah.
Napster and
Oh,
LimeWire,
yeah.
because why
Hey.
would you buy
Hey, we ain't buying that. Hey, we ain't buying those songs. Hey, we got a Russian link now. Hey, we got a Russian
something
link
when
for
you could
everything.
just get it for free. So as you may know, this made
Exactly.
the music industry not very profitable. Things like Spotify
I
and
didn't know
iTunes
that.
were just coming out, so the industry hadn't really figured out how to make money. That's why they came together and created Vevo. Universal Music Group and Sony Music Entertainment both got together in
Ooh,
an
damn,
evil
they were like,
corporate fashion and created Video
That's
Evolution
crazy.
or Vevo.
That's
for short.
crazy. They
If
did a
those names
whole-
sound familiar, that's because UMG and Sony are two of the big three record labels, which means that these three
Big
labels
three,
own
hey.
pretty much every other smaller label. They thought that by creating Vevo, they could find a way to monetize music videos, and they did.
What we're trying to do is quite simple, which is to provide a high quality, premium music
Okay,
and video
so
experience
that's why
to
they
as
would
many
block
people as
the
possible, in as
brands.
many places as possible.
That makes
On any
sense.
television, on any computer, on any phone, on any
That makes
connected
sense.
digital platform, we want to provide the highest quality, premium music and video experience. So we do that today with our partner YouTube. So about 70% of music videos worldwide are consumed and discovered and viewed through YouTube. So what Vevo does is provide that experience inside of YouTube with the world's largest music companies.
The issue, though, was that YouTube was only monetizing like 3% of their videos at the time, while platforms like Hulu had ads on all of their stuff. But YouTube had been working with these record labels and wanted to keep music videos on their platform because that was one of their biggest sources of views. So YouTube and Vevo came to an agreement. Universal, and eventually some of the other labels I mentioned, would put their music videos on YouTube and Vevo would distribute them. Google hosted them on YouTube and Vevo's website as well. Vevo was also in charge of selling ads to advertisers. Most ads on YouTube videos, like the one you're watching right now, are sold programmatically, where advertisers
damn,
bid
bro.
on a certain type of customer demographic, like specifically targeting which country they are from or what age group they belong to. This is very common,
Okay.
I'm sure most of you understand that, but
Yeah.
Vevo instead would sell specific slots to advertisers, which makes a bit more sense because you can imagine that appearing in front of a Drake video is likely going to get you more attention than throwing your ad on a Matty Balls video, for example. It's kind of
Yeah,
like how
sure.
advertisers kill to be in
Okay.
the Super Bowl. I'm sure they've
Oh,
had
yeah.
quite a few
Yeah,
bidding
like $1
wars over
million,
Taylor Swift's music
okay.
videos. Not because they're good, but because she gets a lot of views. Also on
Yeah,
long
I
videos
got
like
you.
interviews and things like that, they
Is
can
it
sell
Vevo
slots
still a
for
thing?
ads
I
during the
swear.
video as well. This way, Vevo is able to make quite a
Okay.
bit more money from YouTube ads than your everyday YouTuber. So with all of that sorted
Makes
out,
sense,
Vevo
makes
got
sense.
like $300 million in investment money. They were preparing to
Damn,
launch. They acquired some other labels as
fucking
distribution
million
partners,
dollars?
furthering the music video monopoly,
Damn.
and then they were ready to launch. Vevo launched on December 8th of 2009 with
Damn, I was like
30,000 videos on their website from huge artists like Eminem,
No, I was
Lil
6,
Wayne,
damn.
Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Kesha, Miley Cyrus,
Oh,
and
yeah,
many
damn.
more.
That's
the website
old,
actually
like,
crashed on
iconic.
launch, and in the first month got over 35 million views. Apparently,
So
they had
it was-
already surpassed other websites.
So it was like YouTube. It was kind of like YouTube just for artists. That's cool. So it was just YouTube, but for artists, so they could put their
Sites
own.
like
That's
AOL
tough.
Music, MySpace
Okay.
Music, MTV,
Oh,
Warner
that's
Music,
tough.
and more. I
That's
was
tough.
7 when all of this was going down, so
Yeah, I was
hearing about
6.
MySpace Music is new to me and pretty interesting. Regardless, Vevo was going crazy, launching in different markets internationally like European countries, Mexico, and more. They
Makes
even
sense.
got the
Oh, it
other
makes
big
sense,
3
Mexico,
record label,
okay.
Warner, to sign
makes
with them
sense
as a
'cause
content
also-
distribution.
You can also hear the music too. Like the music video is tough, but you can also listen to music too. So maybe people play this in the background, just to listen to music. That's
partner.
actually,
and they were
it's
also
smart.
distributing
It makes
videos
sense.
on MTV.com, which was a whole lot cooler back then. At this time, Vevo was getting
The
most of its
MTV.com.
views, 80% to be exact, from YouTube. Because Vevo was a conglomerate of pretty much every big record label and small one, and they distributed these videos to YouTube.
It was like the
that's why
adventure
every
of
artist
Corpus,
had their
bro.
own Vevo page.
It
like
was Adventures
Eminem
of
Vevo
Corpus.
or Rihanna Vevo. That's also why pretty much every music video in the early 2010s and even up until this day have Vevo in the bottom left corner, or right, I can't remember. But that still leaves us with one question. What happened to Vevo, and why did I say they failed earlier? Well, they had a problem. Vevo wasn't making that much money as an actual company. Most of the money was going to YouTube and then to the record labels, leaving Vevo to pick up the scraps. Apparently, Vevo was also very expensive to run because of everything I mentioned, so pretty early on into the company's life, they tried to find a buyer for $1 billion, which didn't really work out. So Vevo had to come up with some
$1 billion
other ways
back
to
then,
make
that's
money.
worth like
First, they
$5
started
billion.
making other types of content on YouTube and their own website, like interviews,
Okay, it makes
live stream
sense.
concerts, and things
Makes
along
sense.
those lines. Although
I'm surprised
that
it didn't
content was
work.
never super successful. Then
Yeah,
they
I'm surprised
released
it
an
didn't
app
work,
to watch
'cause
music
now
videos
it's
on your
kinda-
phone, and when it first launched, it was actually very successful. By early 2011, they were bigger than
Vevo
Facebook
lived.
and right behind YouTube for video.
The
views
fuck is
content. By
Vevo
the
Lift, bro? This is my first time ever hearing Vevo Lift, bro. What
end of
the fuck is that?
2011, Vevo was getting over 3.7 billion views
Damn,
a month. They had
damn.
over 13 million downloads of their app, and they had
Damn,
made
bro,
over
that's
150
crazy.
bucks, 150 bucks, and they had made over 150 million dollars in revenue. But like
That's
I
crazy.
said, most of this money was going to YouTube and the labels,
Yeah.
not to Vevo. And because they didn't want to
Exactly.
rely so much on YouTube, they tried to diversify. They created
What did they
something
try to
called
do?
Vevo TV that was supposed to be like Hulu, and they were also on apps like Roku, Apple TV, and
Bro,
more.
they
It's
w-
likely
bro,
that they were eventually
Vevo-
plotting
bro,
to become
Vevo was-
something like Hulu for music videos, where they wanted people to pay a monthly subscription to watch.
Oh no,
these
that's
music
crazy.
videos.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. That would never work. Bro, I ain't paying fucking $10 to watch a music video. Nah, that's crazy, bro. I'm using Russia Link. No, that's crazy, bro.
So we think
what?
there's
Fuck
that,
you.
that one of the important things.
Fuck
and you
you
hear this
to
throughout
even
the industry,
think of that.
the move towards subscription.
Imagine, yeah, I'm just paying $10 to watch music videos. I love it. How many music videos are really at,
What is,
you know,
that's a subscription service?
release every-
or does the whole thing go behind a paywall? Do I
No,
have to pay to watch Katy
No, we
Perry?
believe in a dual revenue stream.
This was a rumor
Okay,
for
I
a
was
while,
about to
but
say,
after
bro.
consumers have had music videos for free for so long, it's very unlikely that would have ever happened. Regardless, for a
exactly.
while, like I just said, their
For
diversification
just
was
music
working,
videos?
but it
That's
didn't last
crazy.
long because in 2018, everything came crashing down for Vevo. Vevo had a few
Oh,
controversies
what
that
happened?
really hurt the company, and I'm not
Damn,
talking
what
about the
happened?
time some executives were ironically caught watching pirated content, or when they were trying to work with Facebook to get people's info for targeted videos. The main
That's
issue
crazy.
they had was in 2018 when they found themselves in the crosshairs of some hackers from the group Armine. First, the hackers got into Vevo's servers and released 3 terabytes of their
That's
documents and
crazy.
videos. Then they got hacked again. This time, 2 hackers named
Nah,
Corey SH
nah,
and
getting
Prosa
hacked 2 times, bro. That's crazy, bro. They just don't like you, Vevo, huh? They don't
Fox
fuck
got
with
into
you,
Vevo's
Vevo.
YouTube channel. When they got in, they deleted Despacito, which was the most viewed Vevo video on YouTube, and they also
Why the
renamed a ton of the videos
Why? But why? What the fuck? Why is it? Why is it Money Heist? What the fuck? Did they change it? Oh, that's tough. Yo, did the hacker change it? Nah, they deleted it and then took that shit out. That's crazy. Nah, they're savages for
Despacito,
that.
which was the most viewed Vevo video on YouTube.
They're
and they also
savage for
renamed
that.
a ton of the videos as well, changed some thumbnails.
Or
and
it-
apparently this was some sort of pro-Palestine protest. I'm not sure how much these hacks really affected Vevo, but it seems like everything started crumbling after this happened. The CEO stepped down.
That wasn't the cause of it. But that was the start. That wasn't the cause of the downfall. But that's definitely was the
A bunch
start.
of important executives left, and they had to lay off dozens of employees. At the same time, Vevo was really struggling to compete with YouTube. It seemed like them putting their content.
Also, hey, those were shout lyrical lemonade, bruh. Don't also shout him out because when all of this was happening, lyrical lemonade would start coming and he would start doing what Viva was doing, but in a different way. Like he was directing the videos and they put the lyric lemonade shit there. And they also had World Star. They just had these companies doing these kind of their owns, but then it's now just these artists they just do it. They just do it themselves. You do shot bitch. Sometimes they do with lyrical lemonade. Sometimes they get a director, but usually they do it themselves. They don't do it with Vevo. They themselves pay for everything. Probably the company, the record company, also probably pay a little bit of it too. But like, you know, with the Not Like Us video, that was all Kendrick. He with the recently Record Movies, was it, or whatever music video he released for, I forgot what it was. I forgot.
Other
what it was.
websites or
Let's
making their
continue.
own website was a way to distance themselves from YouTube, so that way they didn't have to pay all of their revenue to YouTube. But that clearly
Makes
didn't
sense.
work, as YouTube is still the #1 site when it
Yeah,
comes to watching
yeah.
music.
Oh my god. Ooh, damn, she was here 7 years ago, bro. How you doing?
Videos. Plus, the same year, YouTube
Trying to
just
do more
launched
than
YouTube
off face
Music. So Vevo never became the Hulu or the Netflix of music
Yeah, bro. Of course,
videos. Instead,
it was never go. Well, then it just who was going to download an app just to watch music video on it? Like YouTube is so big because you can also watch other things. Like I'm not gonna download an app just to watch music video when I can just do it in YouTube. And if you're gonna make me pay for it, fuck you. I'm a hate review bomb you for even making
Vevo
me even have a
decided to
thought
wave
of
the
that.
white flag. Vevo decided to shut down all of their other operations and
Oh,
just
no, that's
merge
crazy.
with YouTube to become a regular distributor. YouTube merged
Oh.
the Vevo accounts with the artists' official accounts to consolidate everything.
Oh, that's crazy. So that was crazy. So the enemy, so pretty much the fucking WWE WCW, bro. Damn, the big guy bought out the little guy, and now we're together. Now that's crazy.
So if you were subscribed to a Vevo account, your subscription would be switched
Yeah,
over
it
to
would
the
just switch
official
Taylor
artist
Swift,
account.
yeah.
YouTube said Vevo's reach in business can continue to grow on
That's
YouTube as a
crazy.
direct result of simplifying
bend the
user
knee.
experience
Damn,
through
Vevo-
consolidation of
Vevo
an entire
bend the
artist catalog into
knee.
one channel, where Vevo videos
Ah,
are
Vevo
featured
bend the
prominently. So
knee.
basically, like Agario, YouTube just
Yep.
ate up Vevo. This
Well,
is
he
probably
bend the
why
knee.
it feels like you don't see the Vevo branding as much.
Yeah, I
mean, we're
don't
all
see it
probably used to
nowhere.
seeing the Vevo logo in videos, so we don't notice it very often.
Probably
but it
got
is still
tone
there.
deaf to
it's
it.
just that the channels don't have Vevo in their name anymore. And Vevo is still pretty successful after the merge with YouTube, as they have
Yeah.
over 500,000 music videos that get
Damn.
over 26 billion views a month.
Damn.
You can still go to Vevo's
A
website and
month?
check out their content and their artists, but it always redirects you to YouTube. They also still host their videos on Pluto TV and Roku, but let's be honest, no one's going there to watch
who
music
the
videos.
fuck? Pluto, what?
Medium.com said,
What
without
the fuck?
assassinating
Ain't
YouTube,
nobody
there
going
really
Pluto.
wasn't enough room
Les
for
is
both
going
of them
for a
to
fucking
coexist.
music
The
video.
consumer isn't ever going to go to a second location for the same
Yeah.
product they can get at
Yeah,
the first. So just
exactly.
because it looks like they aren't there,
Makes no
Vevo
sense.
is still there operating in the shadows. However, their plans to take over the internet as the go-to music video service failed. Like Jordan Fraser said, Vevo isn't dead, it has regressed to the bottom of the video screen. It exists today
Nah,
as
just-
branding you'll
it bend
continue
the
to see
knee.
on most music videos.
it
also
bend the
exists
knee.
as a reminder that the entire music industry is run by only a few people in expensive suits. If you like this video, you may like my video
That's
about
crazy.
some of the worst marketing attempts in the music
Yeah,
industry.
it pretty much it bent the knee. It became part. The North became part of the kingdom. Ain't no North and South. It's the whole kingdom. Game of Thrones.